Just invite them all over. We can't keep some of them away and then ask the others to come through, can we? Okay. Well, I know there's a few of them, but we just get a bigger table or something. We're inviting the Kennedys over for New Year's Day, basically. So, hello and welcome to Ask God. It's very nice to be. Do trust that you're all well and had a peaceful and nice Christmas. Happy New Year to you all. We're wishing you a peaceful and prosperous New Year. What? Well, we can't celebrate New Year's Day up here. They don't get it. Well, we're in eternity. We're unbound by time. So on down in the corporeal realm, they're going to have New Year's Day. They celebrate the New. Well, we can't. We don't have New Year in eternity. It's New Year's Day every day, isn't it? I'll explain it to them later. Anyway, so as I say, we're wishing you a peaceful and prosperous New Year. So yes, Janice from marketing has got a new thing and that we're doing at the minute. So you know how we rebranded from being Heaven Incorporated to just simply Bliss. Well, apparently the focus group have realised that redemption is a bit of an old-fashioned word now. Don't get me started with a focus group. I think we'll need a focus group for the focus group myself. Anyway, so we've rebranded redemption, which was helping explain the old salvation thing. So it's no longer redemption now. It's basically another acronym. It's SPIF. So it's a simplified version of redemption, the focus group believe, basically. So it means sins paid in full. So SPIF, basically. So we've got tons of acronyms now. We've got the DSD, and the PEGs, and SC, and goodness knows what else as well. Oh yeah, the PITs as well. Don't get me started. Actually, that's a good point, because we have Peace, Eternity, Grace and Salvation, which is PEGs, that initiative. But now Grace has been rebranded, hasn't it? So it'd be Positive Independent Temporal Space. Anyway, so it'd be Pepitses. Yeah, it'd be Pepitses, wouldn't it? I don't think that sounds very good. I think we need to speak to Janice about that. No, not the focus group. Oh, don't get me started. Anyway, so yes, it would be Pepitses, which is Peace, Eternity, Positive Independent Temporal Space, and Salvation. So it'd be Pepitses. Yeah, I'm right. I know I'm right. Anyway, speak to Janice about that later on. So moving on, our first question is from Oliver Biscuit. Oh, Biscuit. These names get worse. Oliver Biscuit. Oliver Biscuit. You must get it. Oliver Biscuit. Oliver Biscuit. I'll explain it to you later. So it's another fake name, isn't it? So Oliver Biscuit asks, does the universe make a noise? Well, yes, Oliver, it does make a noise. Not a racket or anything like that, but it does make a bit of a noise. It's tuned into the frequency of 432 hertz, which is A, generally speaking. Which is why the ancient Indians got it right with the old and things like that. You know, they realise that things have a vibration and a resonance. In fact, everything is a resonance, doesn't it? And then what's his name? Isidore, the Archbishop of Seville, I think he was, wasn't he? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, he formalised that with the do re mi fa sol la ti do, which we have now, which is a psalmization basically. He formalised that, and so yes, in short, the universe does have a vibration and a pitch basically. Anyway, moving on to our next question, we got Rumple what? Rumpelstiltskin Longfellow. What type of name's that? Rumpelstiltskin Longfellow. Sounds like a grim fairy tale with a poetry in it, doesn't it? Anyway, Rumpelstiltskin, if that is your real name, he asks, why is the universe similar to inside a cell or atom? Well, basically, when I have these ideas, I send them to the DNA department. That's design and augmentation, basically. And they design the things I'm thinking of and put them into action, basically. So it's kind of a good idea. We like to leave clues and everything that we design and implement in the universe. So you know how the old solar system works. Well, we put a hint of that into the atom, basically, to try and give you a hint as to how things are all connected and stuff like that. So there you go. So I hope that answers your question, Rumpelstiltskin Longfellow. I would like to read that poetry, I can tell you that much. It'd be like a grim fairy tale. Just a very, very long one. Anyway, so our next question is from Isabella. What? Isabella ringtone? Well, of course it is. A bell is a type of ringtone, isn't it? I think they're going on to something. Well, a bell is a ringtone. You have that other one, don't you? That one by Maroon 5 at the minute. Gets on my nerves. Goes off every 2 seconds when you're texting someone. What? Well, now I've got the Handel's Messiah, haven't I? Good song, that. Well, tune anyway. Anyway, I do digress. I'm so sorry. So Isabella Ringtone says, "What's it like being God?" Well, kind of nice, really. I enjoy being God. It's very difficult to describe what it's like being me because I just am, basically. Well, yeah, I do lots of things. Get a bit paranoid from time to time, especially when people curse. Not too keen on the old cursing that you lot do, because there I am, sort of, just being myself, and then I get these prayer requests come in, and now and again I get distracted from someone else calling up my name, but not praying and cursing. So it makes me a bit paranoid. I hear my name everywhere, don't I? Oh, there we go. So I hope that answers your question. But it's a bit difficult answering them because I just am, basically. So there we go. Next, dear what? Deodora Ant. Deodorant. Anyway, so Antiperspirant asks, why does there appear to be a disparity between the Old Testament and New Testament view of God? Well, that's a good question, actually, Antiperspirant. In the old days, people were sort of more God-fearing, weren't they? And worried about being smited or smote. No, it wouldn't be smitten. There's a song. No, you wouldn't be smitten. If it's smitten, they'd be falling in love with someone. Well, I used to smite people, didn't I? Not smote them or smitten them. Well, I was smitten with me people. Yes, I understand that. But I think it's grammatical syntax, dear. I'll explain it to you later. Anyway, so yes, there is a sort of disparity, really. So there's the Old Testament perspective of smiting and punishment and rules and all that sort of thing. And then there's the Christly approach. They do a testament, isn't it, where things are a bit more hippie-ish, as a thingy. Like I said, John Lennon, that's right. John Lennon, he sort of basically interprets it as a hippie-ish type of thing. So yes, kind of right in a way, we've got more the peaceful and loving and forgiving side of God that came across in later times, which is a good thing, I think, because I don't want people being in fear of me all the time, even though I am all powerful and all-knowing and all-loving as well. And no, I'm not Batman, by the way, just in case you're worried about that. No, I'm not Batman. How can I be Batman? He's the Dark Knight. I'm not dark, and I'm not a knight. No, I'm just God. I'm a sort of superhero in a way. Sort of superhero. Yeah, that's a good point, actually, because you could arguably say that the old-fashioned terms of gods and goddesses and that were a bit like the old superheroes, weren't they? Really? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. So no, I'm not Batman anyway, and I'm not a superhero. I'm just God. So there we go. There we go. We got that disparity there. So I hope that's answered your question for you. So yes, as you'd expect, got these new things from Janice that I have to reel through all the time at the end of the show. So at the moment we've got the dual soul discount, as you know, where you get guaranteed a place in heaven, and then you get guaranteed a place for your partner as well. Basically, if you nominate your partner, make sure it's your husband or wife if you're married, because it's causing quite a bit of stress at the moment, isn't it? It is. There's a lot of people who are being very naughty and not putting down a nominated person as their wife or husband as being someone else. Yeah, sort of parallel. What's the word I'm looking for? Parallel shenanigans. Parallel shenanigans. Yes. Less of that, please, people. So if you recommend a friend for this dual soul discount as well, you get one of these blessometer things, which Joseph Swan and Nikola Tesla invented. Kind of good, weren't they? Which literally help you count your blessings. Then also we've got Pass It On at the minute, which is an initiative where I send down a blessing, you pass the blessing on, and then you get to keep this fancy parchment which says, "I didn't get stressed, I got God to bless." Well, that's to that effect. Anyway, that's proven rather popular, actually. Yeah, caused a bit of a logistics nightmare before Christmas there. Then we got Wings from the King. So if you want the bling, come join the king, because up here in Bliss we're offering wings. So there we go. So of course we got Spiff, which is sins paid in full. Why you couldn't keep it as redemption is beyond me. And then we got soul cleansing. I like doing this bit, actually. Yeah. So for spiritual evolution, we've got a solution. Soul cleanser removes guilt without leaving any nasty stains. Yeah, I'm getting quite good at doing that, aren't I? Even if I say so myself. So what the nasty stains are, I still like to know, because guilt doesn't leave any stains, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So don't worry about that. No nasty stains. It's not in a tin either, is it? That's right. Then also we've got Grace, which has been rebranded as, Positive Independent Temporal Space. Don't get me started on that. So we've got Grace, which is now Perpitzes, as I say, because it'd be Peace, Eternity, Grace and Salvation, but now it's Perpitzes, so it's Peace, Eternity, Positive Independent Temporal Space and Salvation. Gets worse, doesn't it? It gets worse. I do apologise about this. So we got all that, and then don't forget to send your questions in. Of course, we can't do the show without you sending your questions in. And don't forget to like our Facebook page. You can put the questions on the Facebook page as well, and then we answer them through the program. Thanks for all those who subscribe to us on YouTube. Thanks for all those who like our Ask God page. And so don't forget to send your questions in. And until next time, peace be with you. Take care. Have a good new year. Bye for now. So there we go. So now, Janice, we've got to have a word with her about this Perpitzes thing, because it doesn't sound right to me. One moment, dear. I'll just turn this off.